Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for always stopping by. In today's video, I want to quickly share with us a very powerful cleansing bath you can use if things are not working well for you, if you are always faced with promise and fail, if people don't love you no matter how nice you are to them, if you don't always get favor. There are most of us that we hardly get favor. Even when people around us are getting the favor, once it gets our time, that thing will just end. We will start hearing stories. So many people will invest their money on a particular thing, others will be making a lot of money. Immediately you invest your money, that is when that program will end and your money will be gone. There are so many people like that with such bad luck. There are so many people that will meet with rich people. That person will never help you. You will only be hearing stories of the person helping other people, but he or she will never help you no matter how nice you are to them. Rather, they will see you as somebody that is rich when you are practically dying. Even when you beg with your mouth, they will not listen to you. So if you're facing such situation, or in your marriage your partner don't care about you, he doesn't take care of you, the family where you're married, nobody wants to see you, nobody loves you, they keep planning evil about you, they keep looking for a way to throw you out of that house, please do this, and by the grace of God you'll be loved and cherished by all, and your destiny helpers will locate you. Favor will be your second name. You need just two things for this powerful bath. This is my ginger and this is my cloves. Okay, these two herbs, they are very powerful for anything, removal of negative energies. Like I always tell people, when you have lot of negative energies around you, you will hardly receive favor. That is when I tell most of you to go and do cleansing, most of you will be asking what is cleansing. This is a cleansing bath, and this bath will help remove those negative forces fighting you from progressing, preventing you from achieving that which you are supposed to achieve. Most of us will plant in this life before we get to a certain age. We'll be able to buy a house, we'll be able to buy a good car, we'll be able to have children, we'll be able to get married. You know, you've already planned yourself as a child, but up to now you've not met up to 10% of all you wished for yourself. That is an error that will be corrected. You can correct it. That destiny can only be delayed, it can never be denied. So whatever negative energies that is preventing you from being where you're supposed to be, from achieving what you're supposed to achieve, from getting to that level which you have been praying. Most of us have sowed seed, have done so many spiritual work just for things to change, and instead of it to change for good, it's still changing for worse. By the special grace of God, when you do this powerful cleansing bath, your story must change. There are most of us that people have mocked. When people see you coming, they will start laughing. And when you speak, they say this one that she want to talk. Are you sure she doesn't want to beg? You know, there are people like that. You call somebody that used to be your friend when you had money, the person will not pick your call. Even when you send messages to the person will read and ignore you because he or she feels you are not in the same class again. But by the grace of God, that person will be the one looking for your messages every day. Even when you don't call, the person will call to know why you've not called, because God is going to change your story for good. Those people that abandoned you, those people that saw you as nobody, will see you in another way, in a way that will shock them, in a way that will surprise them, in a way that God has destined you to be. So what do you do with these two ingredients? Get your ginger, your cloves, grind it, blend it, whichever way. Then add enough water to it and boil it for like 10 to 15 minutes. After boiling it, allow it to cool down. Do not sieve immediately. Allow it to cool down. When it has cooled to the temperature you can use to take your bath, you sieve it out. Then after sieving it out, you use it to take your bath. You can do this bath in the morning, you can do it in the evening, depending on any time, depending on when you want, but don't do it in the afternoon. Now, when you're doing this bath, you have to pray. Remember, this is a cleansing bath to remove negative energies blocking your progress. Some of us have hustled. When I mean hustled, you've done so many businesses. You've done more than 10 businesses, none of them paid you. You've worked in so many companies, When it's time for you to be promoted, that is the time they will sack you. When it's time for your salary to be increased, that is the time they will sack you. That will not be your portion again. Those forces fighting your progress that keep monitoring you when you want to smile. There are some people, anytime they want to smile, that is the time the enemy will make them cry. You take in as a woman, when you feel that, oh, God is about to bless me, you have miscarriage, that will not be your portion again. By the time you do this cleansing bath, it is going to fight every negative forces fighting you, no matter how long it has been. If it's your marriage, anytime you're at peace with your husband, somebody, maybe a visitor will come, maybe from your father and your brother and your husband's side, quarrel will start again because they don't want you to be happy. After doing this bath, peace must return back to that home, because every energy is fighting you, every evil force is fighting you must go down for your sake. If you have children that don't listen to you, as you bathe with this, call their name, say, as from today you should obey me as your mother, or as your father, or as your guardian. Whatever demon that has entered into you that is making you not to obey me, that is making you to always want to fight me. There are some children that fight their parents. I wonder, as in the kind of demon that have possessed such children. A child that you raised will not turn tomorrow to fight you. I mean, physical fights. You see a boy beating the mother or the father because if he now feels that he has the powers more than his parents. May God forgive you because you don't know what you're doing. So use this method to pray for your child and to nullify every powers working against him. Pray, because it's not an ordinary thing. Even you that your husband have turned to a punching bag, use this to pray to destroy such demon that always push him to beat you up. And by the time you do this bath, do it twice in a week. By the time you do this bath, whatever it is, whatever negative energies fighting you in every areas of your life, see your finance, your marriage, your health, is going to run away. This bath, if you're in your period, please do not do it. And whenever you do this bath, do not meet with your partner, because this bath is very powerful, so that it doesn't spoil whatever you've done. So anytime you are doing it, just endeavor that you don't meet your partner, and by the grace of God, you will see the result of this bath within the shortest period of time. This bath will make people to begin to love you. Anything you want, your finances, your business, it will start booming. Every areas of your life will be touched. Just make sure you pray and tell God what you want as you do this bath. Okay? Yes. I've come to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next one.